The newest member of Marvel's roster of supervillains is giving Scott Lang a run for his money. Scott Lang is going toe-to-toe with Marvel's newest supervillain. Some big drama is about to kick off, and it's going to take the world's smallest superhero to take down the next big baddie of the MCU. Here's everything that's known about Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. When will the third Ant-Man movie be released in theaters? Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, man what a mouthful, completes the trilogy on thief-turned-superhero Scott Lang and introduces a new major antagonist, Kang the Conqueror, to the Marvelverse before his leading villain turn in 2025's Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania is scheduled to be released on February 17, 2023. Expect the movie to be available on Disney Plus 3 months after it's been shown in theaters, assuming previous Marvel Cinematic films give any indication. A brand new poster for the trequel has been released, and on it, the release date has been announced. However, it's unclear if the image on the billboard depicts a giant Kang or miniature versions of Ant-Man and the Wasp. What's going to take place in Ant-Man 3? Ant-Man, also known as Scott Lang, is played by Paul Rudd. He was last seen in the final scenes of Avengers: Endgame alongside his girlfriend Hope van Dyne, also known as the Wasp, played by Evangeline Lilly. Together, they defeated Thanos along with almost every other living character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Cassie, who's 13 years old and played by Catherine Newton, is Scott's daughter. She's developed a satellite that can transmit a message into the quantum world. Hope's mother, Janet van Dyne, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, is shaken up as a result of this. Since she spent decades within the microscopic universe, she's well aware of the dangers that may be found there. The predictions came true, and the family was quickly swept into the quantum world. They're introduced to several shady figures there, including Kang the Conqueror, who makes a deal with them in which he will aid them in returning home in exchange for their participation in a plot that's guaranteed to be nefarious. If you think Kang's home looks like a combination of Wakanda and ancient Egypt, then you're right on the money. What the time-traveling villain lacks in genuine superpowers, he more than makes up for with a brain on the level of a genius and a collection of weaponry that transcend both space and time. Kang's first stop on his journey through time was ancient Egypt when he took the throne of Pharaoh Rama-Tut and established himself as an absolute monarch. After that, he made Apocalypse, the first ever mutant and regular foe of the X-Men, his disciple, before escaping to the 20th century and conspiring with Dr. Doom. Apocalypse was a recurring character in the X-Men comic series. You can certainly count on this character to play a pivotal role in the Marvel Cinematic Universe for the foreseeable future. The possibility that Ant-Man may be stomped on by a Kang-sized metaphorical boot in the future film has been the subject of many rumors on the internet. Nevertheless, we won't know what happens to the Ant family until the film is released in theaters on February 17, 2023. Even though it appears to be a given that Kang will survive the events of Ant-Man 3, viewers should be prepared for the unexpected regarding the time-traveling villain. Who's to say that the Kang the Conqueror that we meet in Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, which will be released in 2025, won't be from a completely different point in the Marvel Cinematic Universe timeline? If you're liking the video so far, then feel free to leave us a like and subscribe and click on the notification bell on this channel so you don't miss out on more fun content. Is there a teaser for Ant-Man 3 available anywhere? Yep, you get the first look at Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania by watching the exciting trailer that can be found right here. Who will be appearing in the next film, Ant-Man 3? Evangeline Lilly and Paul Rudd are returning to their respective roles as the Wasp and Ant-Man, the titular tiny hero. Jonathan Majors, who stars in Lovecraft Country, has been cast in the role of Kang the Conqueror, an adversary of the Fantastic Four, who's also a descendant of Reed Richards. Kang is shown to have been born in the 31st century in the comics, long before Victor Von Doom created the technology necessary for time travel. Previous versions of Majors have been seen in the concluding episodes of Loki, playing an alternate version of Kang known as He Who Remains. Michelle Pfeiffer will reprise her role as Hank Pym's wife, Janet van Dyne, the original Wasp, whereas Michael Douglas, a Hollywood veteran, will reprise his role as the scientist Hank Pym. The teen daughter of Ant-Man, known in the comics as Stature, will be played by Catherine Newton of Freaky. Eventually, she becomes a member of the Young Avengers team. Bill Murray plays a part that's not revealed, but is one of the bad guys, as was shown briefly in the teaser. Fans of the comic books will be ecstatic to see the renowned Marvel villain MODOK make his debut in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It was in the Ant-Man flicks where Randall Park made his debut as FBI agent Jimmy Woo. He was most recently seen in WandaVision. Park is set to reprise his role in the upcoming film.